Okay. Hello everyone. Uh, Apparently I cannot stream any CBBH content. It's against their terms and services. I'm an idiot, so I didn't recognize that earlier. I have two videos of it, so streaming the content info. But yeah. This time I'm gonna lower the opacity of what's available. As well as basically scaling it down so that um it's pretty much un so that you can't see the content essentially. I'm doing this because I don't want to get banned from HTB when I get certification. Okay, that's it. And once I get my certification, then maybe I can stream the content again, thing around those lines. But we'll see sometime later, though. Anyways, um, right now, uh, right now we will. I'm looking for ways to make um this entire content I mean not the content, this entire window uh less visible. Um, I don't want to add anything over it. I mean, I can try to add text box over it and then increase text box opacity. That would work. Text scene to doesn't see anything. Background color you can change this with a stronger opacity and it's okay. And where the fuck is it? Mm, Hello. I've never been more confused in my life. Oh, copy. LLL. There we go. Uh, It's whatever. There we go. Um, so because I know it's gonna get more, um, it's gonna get boring for anyone who's watching my stream. Honestly, I'm not doing this because I want you to watch my stream. I'm actually doing this because I wanted to keep myself accountable. Um, when it comes to preparing for the exam, I'm not doing this because I want to get famous or anything like that. I'm just doing it because it's an activity, uh, more than just studying. Like studying alone can get boring. So just doing this makes it a bit more fun, or at least I think it makes it a bit more fun. I don't know. Yeah, the goals are still the same. Um, as a matter of fact, I started doing the getting started. I mean, I went back to the getting started module and tried to complete knowledge check. Um, but my internet was not cooperating well enough for me to basically do anything at the time. So I had to back out. And I'll do the knowledge check sometime later, I guess. Um, as for HTTP fundamentals is considered, it's time to go back into it and complete that module. Once that is done, I will. I don't know what I will do. Is there like a non-copyrighted shit I can play? Let me just Google something. Copyright. Stream. Mhm, mhm. I mean, I could stream one of my own videos if anyone's interested, I guess. Um, some of my videos were pretty long. I don't know if you guys are like Souls fans or something, but I used to play a lot of Souls game back in the day. I still do. The last game I played was, I guess, I think that was the DLC for the Elden Ring. Another DLC is about to pop out, so I might play that as well. But uh, yeah, there was another Souls-like game called Mortal Shell. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's a superb game. Superb game. So, I'm thinking of basically playing that game over here so that you guys can watch, I guess. Hmm. Um, this was streamed some time ago. Like, I don't know, 4 years ago, yeah. It was streamed 4 years ago, and because it's my video, so I'm not gonna claim it, so you guys don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I'll mute it because I don't want to hear it. But yeah, let's just play this video. Let me add another capture source. Oops, edit there. Capture Firefox. Mhm. I mean, but this is gonna capture each and everything, or just this. Huh? And close this right now. Then it doesn't really capture much, right? Uh, Oh wait, what the fuck? It's still there. Uh, Window capture. There we go. Make this full screen, and give me a second. Let me make this full screen, I guess. Can I? Hmm. If anyone who doesn't want to see my face, can just look at the game, I guess. Uh, yeah. I don't really know what to say. Hmm. Makes sense. That looks good, I guess. Uh-huh. Open. Mm. Oh wow. Okay, looks like the game stopped. Hmm. Anyways, uh, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go back to studying now. I've already wasted enough time. Section 2, hypertext transfer protocol secure. Okay. Yes. The fuck do I get rid of no pages inside? Like no bitches. The fuck? Uh, oh, I just got an idea that I can also stream my own notes to you guys. Like that could work. Hmm. Hey, there we go. Notes are already live. So we can screen, I guess, big enough. Where the fuck do I go now? I don't know. Export and text to display capture stays there. And the original video capture. Only I can. Hey, there you go. Cool. I know it's a pretty fucked up screen to look at, but it is what it is. Okay. Anyways.
Known streaks issue. In the previous section, we discussed how HTTP requests are sent and processed. However, one of the significant drawbacks of HTTP is that all data is transferred in clear text. This means that anyone between the source and destination can perform a man-in-the-middle (MTM) attack to view the transferred data. To counter this issue, the HTTPS (HTTP Secure) protocol was created, in which all communications are transferred in an encrypted format, so even if a third party does intercept the request, they would not be able to extract the data out of it. For this reason, HTTPS has become the mainstream scheme for websites on the Internet, and HTTP is being phased out, and soon most web browsers will not allow visiting HTTP websites. HTTPS Overview. If we examine an HTTP request, we can see the effect of not enforcing secure communications between a web browser and a web application. For example, the following is the content of an HTTP login request. We can see that the login credentials can be viewed in clear text. This would make it easy for someone on the same network, such as a public wireless network, to capture the request and reuse the credentials for malicious purposes. In contrast, when someone intercepts and analyzes traffic from an HTTPS request, they would see something like the following. As we can see, the data is transferred as a single encrypted stream, which makes it very difficult for anyone to capture information such as credentials or any other sensitive data. Websites that enforce HTTPS can be identified through HTTPS / in their URL, e.g. HTTP URL, as well as the lock icon in the address bar of the web browser, to the left of the URL. So, if we visit a website that utilizes HTTPS, like Google, all traffic would be encrypted. Note, although the data transferred through the HTTPS protocol may be encrypted, the request may still reveal the visited URL if it contacted a clear text DNS server. For this reason, it is recommended to utilize encrypted DNS servers, e.g. 8.8.8.8 or 1.1.1.1, or utilize a VPN service to ensure all traffic is properly encrypted. HTTPS flow. Let's look at how HTTPS operates at a high level. If we type http:// instead of https / to visit a website that enforces HTTPS, the browser attempts to resolve the domain and redirects the user to the web server hosting the target website. A request is sent to port 81st, which is the unencrypted HTTP protocol. The server detects this and redirects the client to secure HTTPS port 443 instead. This is done via the 301 moved permanently response code, which we will discuss in an upcoming section. Next, the client, web browser, sends a client hello packet, giving information about itself. After this, the server replies with server hello, followed by a key exchange to exchange SSL certificates. The client verifies the key/certificate and sends one of its own. After this, an encrypted handshake is initiated to confirm whether the encryption and transfer are working correctly. Once the handshake completes successfully, normal HTTP communication is continued, which is encrypted after that. This is a very high-level overview of the key exchange, which is beyond this module's scope. Note, depending on the circumstances, an attacker may be able to perform an HTTP downgrade attack, which downgrades HTTPS communication to HTTP, making the data transferred in clear text. This is done by setting up a man-in-the-middle (MITM) proxy to transfer all traffic through the attacker's host without the user's knowledge. However, most modern browsers, servers, and web applications protect against this attack. curl for HTTPS. curl should automatically handle all HTTPS communication standards and perform a secure handshake and then encrypt and decrypt data automatically. However, if we ever contact a website with an invalid SSL certificate or an outdated one, then curl by default would not proceed with the communication to protect against the earlier mentioned MITM attacks. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, HTTPS. D1550 LV3D at HTB/HTB $curl HTTP URL. curl, 60, SSL certificate problem. Modern web browsers would do the same, warning the user against visiting a website with an invalid SSL certificate. We may face such an issue when testing a local web application or with a web application hosted for practice purposes, as such web applications may not yet have implemented a valid SSL certificate. To skip the certificate check with curl, we can use the K flag. Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. As we can see, the request went through this time, and we received the response data.
Okay, so we may face such an issue based on application hosted. This is more data cool. When certain circumstances an attack can be real down web attack. Okay. We important is to go to HTTP request to instagram.com port 80. Gonna redirect to HTTPS. You're gonna connect to the hello. Gonna feed keys, time with feed. Okay. Never see the user request is sent to port 80 first, which is encrypted. The one more permanent response code is considered a connection client browser. Sends a client hello packet. Hello. Using one on its own. After this, an encrypted handshake is initiated to confirm whether the encryption and transfer are real. Handshake with a high level of exchange. Okay, so all cool, I guess. So, um, yeah, this is the only important part of the. Uh-huh. mean, I can also copy image. Alright, visit it next time. Module 1, Section 2, Module 1, Section 3. It's about, what it's about. Response, request and response. HTB communication. Uh, HTTP communication will ecosystem HTTP. This is made up by the client and is processed by the server. The request contains all the details we require from the server. Parameters and request data headers and objects. We will discuss about this module. Once the server receives the HTTP request, it processes a response by sending the HTTP response, which contains the response code as discussed in the later section and may contain the resource data if the requester has access to it. When the server receives the HTTP request, it processes it and responds by sending the HTTP response, which contains the response code as discussed in the section. Okay. Let's start by examining the following HTTP example here. So, anyone below? I'm Is it true? Let's start by examining the following sample HTTP request. This is the method, the path, and the version, and these are all headers. Header values contain the host, agent, accept language, accept encoding, content type, connection, cookie, and upgraded secure request. Bunch of shit. Let me double shit. First, everybody again, streaming separated by spaces. Yeah. The method, the path, and the version. Uh, this next set of lines containing the header fairly pairs like host user agent contain many of the possible headers. These headers are used to specify various attributes of a request. The headers are terminated with a new line, which is necessary for the server to validate the request. Finally, a request may end with the request body and data. HTB endpoint extends request as clear text and uses a new line character to separate different fields in different request. HTB version 2.x, on the other hand, sends request as binary data in a dictionary form. Okay, this is something that I didn't know. So one sends clear text, two sends binary data with in dictionary format. All right. Um, meaning it's pasting this, copying this image is more than enough. Like, pretty self-explanatory. Uh, Once the process of because it sends its response, the whole like an example of HTTP response, the version HTTP, the response code, and then the response header, and then the response body. Cool. The first line of HTTP response contains two fields reserved by spaces. The first being the HTTP version, second denotes the HTTP response code. Response codes are used to determine the request status as we'll discuss in later over section. After the first line, the response that's just similar to headers. Similar to HTTP request was request and response headers are discussed in the same section. Finally, the response command with the response body, which is separated by a new line. After the headers, the response body is usually defined as HTML code. However, it can be responded with other code types as statements. Website sources such as MSS, ASCII, or even documents, PDF documents. In our earlier examples of it, curl, we only specified the URL and got the response body in return. However, curl also allows us to review the full HTTP request and the full HTTP response, which can become very handy when performing web penetration just for writing reports. To view the full HTTP request and response, we simply add the dash view flag to our earlier command and issue. With both the request and the response to become verbose. Okay, as we can see this time we get the full HTTP request and response. The request simply send get HTTP one along with host user agent and headers. Return the response contains sub 1.141 authorized which indicates that we don't have sources we get response also contains several headers sent by the server including data content and content type. Finally, response contains the response body in HTML, which is the same one we received earlier when using curl without dash v. Exercise the dash VVV flag shows an even more verbose output. Try to use this flag to see what extra request and response details gets displayed with it. Probably more headers and okay. Browser DevTools. Most modern browsers come with the built-in develop tools, which are mainly intended for developers to test their web application. However, as web penetration tools can be a vital asset in any web assessment we perform. As a browser and its DevTools are among the assets we are most likely to have in every web assessment exercise. In this module, we will also discuss how to utilize some of the basic browser DevTools to assess and monitor different types of web requests. Whenever we visit any website to access any web application, our browser sends multiple web requests and handles multiple HTTP responses to the files we in the browser window to open the browser DevTools in either Chrome or Firefox. We click here to shift I or simply click F12. The DevTools contain multiple tabs, each of which has its own user. You're most likely focusing on the network tab in this module as it is responsible for web requests. If you click on the network tab and refresh the page, we should be able to see the list of requests sent by the page. As we see, the DevTools show us at a glance the response status, the request method used, the requested resource, um, along with the requested path. Furthermore, we can use filter URLs to search um, specific request in case the website loads too many to go through. By clicking on any of the requests to view the details, you can click on the response tab to view the response body and then click on raw button to view the raw unrendered report of the response body. Okay, so, oh, okay. I have some virtual machines that I should be using when it comes to playing around HTB, I guess. So let me just open up my open up my virtual machine. Uh, I have padded, and I don't think I remember the password, so I'm gonna have to check it. Hmm. A 2 second phone break, man. Mhm. 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 I know there's loads of black space, but I don't know. I can't think of anything right now, so I'm gonna have to deal with this at the moment. Anyways, back on Parrot OS. Download that shit first. Oh my god, I've forgotten how to disable the firewall command. Um, mhm, Great. Um, Now what was it? Um, then that part. Why did I do it though? What's my yeah? Wait, am I on internet right now? Oh, I am in. Can you hear me? Mm, Oh, I am on. I am on internet. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Download this. Where is um uh normally they provide me a link to download the VPN. Very good start. You know, enable step by step that connect to um hmm, oh, mhm. Mhm. Oh my God. Keep forgetting to use. हेलो।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम बुरहान भाई।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम।
बुरहान भाई तुम्हारा आईबीए में कोई दोस्त है अभी?
क्या काम है?
हाँ,
काम क्या है?
नाम नहीं मैं बोल रहा हूँ, कोई होगा, एक काम है।
अरे काम क्या है?
एनिग्मा के पासेस लेने हैं, 2 अभी।
अभी तो मुझे नहीं पता कौन होगा, अभी तो छुट्टियां चल रही हैं, कोई भी नहीं होगा।
हम्म। कोई
छुट्टियां
काम
चल
वाला बंदा नहीं हो?
कोई भी
कोई
नहीं
काम
होगा।
वाला बंदा नहीं है वहाँ पे?
बेटा सब बच्चे
हम्म।
पास आउट हो गए, ग्रेजुएट हो गए हम सब, क्यों होंगे हम वहाँ पे?
कोई तो कांटेक्ट होगा, कोई काम का बंदा कोई तो होगा। हम्म।
नहीं,
नहीं है?
क्योंकि वैसे भी
चलो
छुट्टियां चल
सेट
रही
है।
हैं।
कोई हॉस्टल वाला भी नहीं होगा?
अबे तो छुट्टियां चल रही हैं अजान, बेटा चले जाते हैं हॉस्टल से सब घर।
अच्छा सेट है, ओके, अल्लाह हाफिज।
वापस। हम्म। Great. What was the task? What is the shape method used when intercepting the request case sensitive? Uh, so site check. Mm, 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 mm. get. Send a GET request to the above server and read the response headers to find the version of Apache running on the server, then submit it as an answer on 2.4.41. And you can see it without the request. Yeah, the the request you're sending and the response it says server Apache 2.4 HTTP headers. What's next? HTTP methods. I feel like turning on the lights. It's better. Okay. We have seen example of issue request and response headers in the previous section. Statutory headers pass information between the client and server. Some headers are only used with either requests or responses, while some other general headers are common to both. Headers can have one or multiple values appended after the header name and separated by the colon. You can divide headers into the following categories. We have general headers, entity headers, request headers, and response headers. Should probably write that down. There we go. Section 3. I'm on section 4 now. Oh, let's wait from responses. I don't have anything else to write. There wasn't much. Or I can like copy these. Um, better, I guess. Way better. Okay. We have seen examples of question response that and in the previous section, the HTTP headers pass information between Mm. General headers. Mm, Okay. Multiple values appended after the header name and separate by. We can divide headers into the following categories. Concerned with these and these in general headers are used in both HTTP request and response. They are contextual and are used to describe the message rather than its content. They do describe the message. So the date, the connection, example, and description holds just like copying. Yeah, okay. So, oh, general headers. Connection holds the date and time at which the message originated. It's preferred to convert the time to standard UTC time now. Okay, dictates if the current network connection should stay alive after the request finishes. Two commonly used values for this header are close and keep alive. Close value comes from either the client or server means that they would likely terminate the connection, unlike the keep alive header indicates that the connection should remain open to receive more data and input. Interesting. So we just want to know the date and what the connection is. The entity headers, similar to general headers, entity headers can common to both the request and response. These headers are used to describe the content transferred by message. They are usually found in responses, in response, in responses and post output. Okay. Oh, yep, I've seen these. Before. Wait, let me read. Oof, I'm so sleepy right now. I only had like 5.5 hours of sleep, and like once I'm done streaming, I'll probably eat breakfast, and um, then I have to prepare for work. Guess when I'll be back, I might stream again if I have the energy, I guess. I'll have to take power naps. I'll have to take power naps during work. Content type, um, text HTML used to describe the type of the resource being transferred. The value is automatically added by the browsers on the client side and returned in the server response. The char set field denotes the encoding standard. Okay, media type is similar to content type and describes the data being transferred. Header can play such a crucial in the server interpret our input. Char set field may also be used with this header. Users write the type of the resource being ran. Okay. Right now let's take test HTML application PDF. Boundary. Acts as the marker to separate content when there is more than one same example. Within a form, separate different parts of the form. Okay, so just separating the form. Content length, whole size of the entity being passed as header is necessary. The server uses read data from the body and it also has and tools like curl. Okay, they can undergo multiple transformations. Pass, for example, context. Reduce the message size. This type of will request headers. The client sends the request headers in HTTP transaction. These headers can are used in an HTTP request and do not relate to the content of the message. Following headers are commonly. So we have steady entity headers and we have steady general headers and now we're setting request headers, right? Yeah. And the response headers and security headers. Um, probably screenshot it. Yeah. Client client sends the client sends requests headers in an HTTP transaction. These headers are used in an HTTP. The following headers are commonly seen in host, user region, refer, except author. Host is who's sending. That's uh, oh, in this case, the host is the other one. The one okay. By the host being queried with the sources can be domain name or IP address. Yeah, service can be configured with websites. System. This makes the host header an important enumeration target as it can indicate the existence of other hosts on the target. Okay, apart from this one user agent. The user agent header used to describe the client. This this header can reveal a lot about the client, such as browser, the version, and the operating system. It denotes where the current request is coming from. For example, clicking a link from Google search results would make https google.com the better. Trusting this header can be dangerous as it can easily be with consequences. Lol. Um, the exit header describes which media type the client can understand. Acting in multiple formats. Search regularly whether all media types are accepted. The cookie contains a value in format name value. A cookie is a piece of data stored on the client side and on the other on the server, which acts as an identifier. These are passed to the server per request, thus maintaining the client's access. These can also serve other purposes such as saving user preferences or session tracking. You can use multiple keys in a single header separated by a semicolon. And authorization, the most important. And the method for the server to identify clients. After successful authentication, the server returns the token unique to the client. Who the client side is reviewed by the server per request. There are multiple types of authentication type based on server. Request headers and their users. Okay. This is not even a complete list. Wow. So this is the complete list actually. Holy crap. What in the hell? Dude, what in the hell is this? Internet Engineering Task Force? Request for comments. Oh, okay. Hypertext protocol, semantics and content. Uh, This is a huge file. Yeah, I'll just skip it. This is way too much information. Overload of information. In anyways, response headers can be used in an HTTP in response and do not relate to the content. Certain response headers such as age, location, and server are used to provide more context about the response. The following headers are commonly sent in HTTP response. Server set cookies, authenticate. Okay. Server will contain server things, contain information about the HTTP server, which process the request. It can be used to gain information about server such as its version and enumerate it further. Set cookie contains the cookies needed for client identification. Browsers parse the cookies and store them for future requests. This header follows the same format as the cookie request header. Authenticate notifies the client above about the type of authentication required to access the resource. Okay, nice. Security headers. Finally, oh, I forgot to take a screenshot. Mm, I know I may look like I'm not interested by this information, but trust me, this is really useful, and I am digging it. I'm digging it. Finally, of security headers, with the increase in the variety of browsers and web-based attacks, defining certain headers that enhance security was necessary. HTTP security headers are a class of response headers used to specify certain rule and policies. Again, these are just HTTP headers, not HTTPS. Anyways, um, content security policy dictates a website's policy towards externally injected resources. This could be JavaScript code as well as script resources. This header instructs the browser to accept resources only from certain trusted domains, hence preventing attacks such as cross-site scripting. Nice, nice. Strict transport security. Strict transport security max age access prevents the browser from accessing the websites over the plain text HTTP protocol and forces all communication to be carried over the resource. It is a secure protocol. This prevents attackers from sniffing web traffic and accessing protected information such as passwords and other sensitive data. Referral policy origin dictates whether the browser should include the values specified via the referral header. It can help in avoiding disclosing sensitive URLs and browsing the website. Include the values specified via the it can help in avoiding disclosing it. Okay. Um, in small subset of common HTTP headers, there are many other contextual headers that can be found in using HTTP communications. Also possible for applications to define custom headers based on their requirements. A complete list of HTTP headers. Uh, now we go back to Perl. In the previous section, we saw how using the dash flag with the curl shows us full details of HTTP request and response. If we were only interested in seeing the response headers, then we can use the dash I flag to send the head request and only display the response headers. Furthermore, we can use the dash I flag to display both the headers and the response body. Okay, example HTML code. The difference between the two is dash I sends the head request as well as we will see in the next section. While the dash I sends any request right so following commands show an example output of using dash I file. It's gonna send you the head request and send the head request. Mm-hmm. So dash I only shows the response headers, and if you want to see something else, and try to go into all of the above headers and see whether you can recall the usage of each of them. Okay. Uh, host, user agent, cookie, accept per authorization, basic, and this is all of the kind. And this is what we got from the server. The date, the connection. Date connection are your general headers, content length, content type, content encoding, server. This is all of these are your general headers, entity headers, and set cookie authentication are your request headers. Content, no, not request headers, the response headers. All part. Yeah, response headers meaning is the cookie and server, right? Yeah. Set cookie authenticate using basic realm localhost content security. There's security, wala? Security headers. Cool. Okay, this is nice. I understand this. This is nice. In addition to viewing headers, curl also allows us to set a request headers with the dash H flag. As you will see in the later section, some headers like the user agent and cookie, the user agent is uh, essentially, yeah, and server agent is what we call it over here. We just call it server. So I'll just set request headers with the dash H flag. As we will see in later sections, some headers like the user agent or cookie headers have their own flags. For example, we can use the dash A to set our user agent as follows. Curl the dash A. Yes, a doc type. Exercise. Try to use the dash I or the dash B flags with the above example. Ensure that we did change our user agent with the dash A. Oh wow, okay. That's nice. We can just change the user agent. Cool. Finally, let's see how we can preview the HTTP headers. Using the browser DevTools, just as we did in the previous section, we can go to the network tab to view different requests made by the page. We can click on any of the requests, view its detail. So wait, if I can use the dash A to set our user agent, can I use other flags to set other headers as well? Other header values as well. I mean, I think also allows to set only request headers can be set. Okay, only the request headers with the dash each flag. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. We use the dash each flag and then we pass on the headers as well. Okay, so only the request headers can be fulfilled. Some headers like the user region or cookie headers have their own flags. For example, we can use the dash A to set the user region or cookie. So cookie or वगैरह के लिए हम कर सकते हैं, but the request headers के जो भी request headers जो है वो हम set कर सकते हैं. The user agent के लिए dash A है host. क्योंकि we don't need the host header वो तो already दिया हुआ है. Referral है accept है. We normally be concerned with accept and authorization. At the same time, we're concerned with content type and yeah, content type is mostly what I see. Sometimes I see content length, sometimes I don't. It doesn't matter regardless. Anyways, you already go, just as we did in the previous section, we can go to network tab to view the different requests made by the page. Click on any of the requests to view the details. You'll see the headers. In the first headers tab, we see both HTTP and HTTP response headers. Request and response headers, yeah. This differs automatically media headers into sections, but we can click on the raw button to view the details. Raw. Check the cookies tab to see any cookies. Okay, as discussed in an upcoming section. Okay, the server above loads the flag after the page is loaded. Use the network tab in the browser to see what requests are made by the page and find the request flag. Right, let's see it, I guess. I mean, I can just use curl #VBB HTTP भाई कॉपी हो जाएगा कभी curl. I have everything there. So the server above loads the flag after the page is loaded. Oh, so we don't get it using curl, basically. Is that what it's saying? And I have to use dev tools to get it. So once the page is loaded, then okay. Uh, I there we go. This is a flag, and there's a preset flag 3227 or whatnot. So the flag is there, and if I ever see the response and the request header, well, what happens with submit though? Server loads above loads the flag after the page is loaded. Use the network tab as a browser to see what requests are made by the page and then find the request to the flag. Remember request to the flag. I can see a bunch of shit. E-tag, keep alive. This is a response, but the request was simply, I don't know what E-tag stands for. E-tag is response header with an identifier for a specific version of resource. Oh, okay. So maybe this is what they were looking for. Specific version of the resource. So I guess this is what probably value. Um, the request scan the तुमने से कुछ लिखा नहीं था. Uh, there's nothing about any tag in the request, so I don't know. Yeah, I had no idea. The server will load the flag after the page is loaded and find the request to the flag. I mean, it's just what the what do you want me to write down? Like, I mean, I can see this is the flag. It literally says flag. Copy it. No, okay. Bye bye. Well, apparently we didn't get it with the request. But if we go to the request headers, raw. That's not. Look for a request for the if you can't find it, refetch the page and monitor you. I already have it. I mean, I already have it. I don't know what to do after it. And find the request to the flag. Find the request to the flag. I already have the request. Do they want me to find the entire request? Like, these are the flags. This request was made for. This is what you want. I'm not sure what kind of format it's looking for. Students then need to refresh the page and notice the get with this. They're gonna review the review its response to find the flag. Oh, as in, oh my god. I was just looking. God damn, God damn it, and find the request to the flag. Oh, why are you saying find the request? Just write find the response. It got me so confused. I was looking at all the headers. Just write find the response, and I'll be like, okay, find the request to the flag. And like, just find the response, bro. My God, I've never been more confused in my life. Anyway. I'm sorry. Great. So, I think I've completed the goals. Um, it's 8:40 at the moment. I don't feel like doing more at the moment. Maybe once I'm back, might feel like doing more. Although there's not a lot left. Like half the module is done. Half of the module is left, and the half that I'm looking at is not look very daunting. Now, once we were done with the fundamentals of HTTP, we are moving on to the methods. Okay, yes. So we are going on to the get method, then the post method, and the CRUD API. Create, read, update, delete APIs. Cool. Um, doesn't look that difficult considering that I use HTTP headers quite a lot when it comes to playing with APIs. I have a decent experience when it comes to uh, rolling with APIs. Anyway, just close this. This was a successful stream, I guess. I was able to complete the goals that I've set for myself. And next time we are going to move on. We're going to move on to HTTP methods. That's the next focus is on HTTP methods. And once HTTP methods is done, the next goal is to, well, I mean, if I'm able to do HTTP methods today, that means I am uh what is the second? I'll be like a day ahead, maybe 2 days ahead. I'm not sure. Wait, I'll have to check the schedule again. Just give me a sec. Check my schedule. Um, and see how I'm going with things. There we go. Interesting. Um, yeah. So I was supposed to complete the web request by 3rd Jan, and then over the weekend, including the Monday, that is Saturday, Sunday, and oh, Saturday, Sunday, and today is Thursday, right? Thursday. Yeah, what day is it today? Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday today. So I'll try to complete it today so that I have an extra day to complete um web applications because honestly, I'm a little scared with web applications. Um, that module has 17 sections, which is a lot of sections. A lot of sections, yeah. So we might need more time to do that, and I don't want to spend more time on it. So it's best to complete uh, web request today and move on to web applications and complete it as soon as possible as well. When is my exam scheduled? 27th April. I don't know who asked it, but someone did ask it on a previous video. So yeah, the exams due. I mean, the way I've scheduled is that the way I've scheduled it is that I've planned the exam for 27th April. Um, I plan on completing everything, every single section, every single module by 19th April, and then on 20th April, I'm going to revise an older module, which is JavaScript obfuscation. And yeah, after so you can technically say that I'm done with all the sections on 20th April. Once I'm done with all sections, I'll take a week and revise and practice. I might take more than a week. I might take 2 weeks. Who knows? It kind of depends on what I have to revise and how confident I feel after everything is completed. I might take 2 weeks. Um, and then I will appear for my exam on uh, well, once I'm done with my revision week. Um, the schedule is ending on 27th as in when I give my exam. Um, but kind of depends on the revision week. Also, my subscription to HTB, yeah, my annual subscription ends on first of first of June, I guess. So I might just take like um I might take more than the normal amount of time to complete. I mean, I might fuck up the schedule, like the kind of person I am, I'm probably gonna fuck up the schedule. Um, so there's that part. Regardless, I do plan on sticking to it and hopefully staying consistent in completing it, but you never know. So, and as far as I'm considered, this is not very relaxed, I guess. I mean, especially not at the first 7, 8 modules, I guess. First few modules, okay, never mind. First 3 modules is when are the ones where I basically rush into it. And once the first 3 modules are completed, I relax myself to a week. So I give myself a week on information gathering, attacking web applications. I give myself a week on cross-site scripting. Same goes for pretty much every other module. And until I get to, I believe, uh, 713. Yeah, there we go. Until I get to API attacks, where I only gave myself, no, this is also a week off for the fun. But there we go. hacking WordPress. I don't know why I gave myself only 5 days for this. And then there's bug bounty hunter. Well, bug bounty hunting process is just like 6 sections. So I might give myself a week on hacking WordPress and then take a 1 day or 1 day more and stuff like that. We'll see. We'll see. Uh, I might do everything before the schedule as well. Who knows? But that's like that's a bit of a stretch. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that I have an entire month as well before my subscription expires, and I'm done with my and considering that I'm done with everything in the end of April, I'll have a month to revise. I mean, I won't take a month to revise, but I'll have the option to take a month to revise. And yeah, give my exam. But shit, uh, as far as I'm concerned, I think I was gonna do something else during that month. Um, Also, the reason I'm giving this exam is because I want to become a bug bounty hunter. I want to do like freelancing stuff. Um, what the role, the job that I have is, even though it's a security role and it's in the security industry, it's just not as good. But when it comes to pay, and also I'm like pretty young. I'm like in the entry stages of my job, so who knows? Uh, Maybe once I'm done with the certification, uh, time's gonna take me like 4 months. In 4 months, I might get a good amount of pay. So I might rebuy a subscription and try to do the pen testing cert or even the Active Directory stuff, Active Directory cert. And personally speaking, I want to do the Active Directory one because I don't know. I'm kind of into Linux server. I'm kind of into the whole um privilege escalation thing. So Active Directory certification seems like a good one. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, this was it for now. Um, I guess I'll see you guys in a few hours. I don't know, 12 hours, 13 hours, who knows, 11 hours, or like a few hours. I'll see you guys back if I have the energy. That's a big if. Um, yeah.